Hey Virgo, we are going to be doing your reading, so we're going to get right into it and see what is going on for you guys, Virgo. Virgo. All right, let's see. What is that? Oh, sorry. What is that? Okay, so let's see. All right, so you guys have the Hierophant. You have the Hierophant. This is showing up for your current energy. All right, I wonder if you feel like somebody is a big old hypocrite, okay? That could be something that you are in that energy of, okay? That kind of thing. Or maybe there's something that you are feeling, I don't know. Maybe that is what it is. You might be feeling like somebody is being like, dude, you're a hypocrite right now. You know, that kind of thing. Okay. Maybe even you're feeling hypocritical. All right. That could be part of whatever this is. But I also think there's something here that you are, I want to say sticking to like your belief system on something. All right. That kind of stuff. So, all right. You have the Four of Pentacles. This is showing up in your environment. I feel like this is somebody who's holding on to some grudge, that kind of thing. Okay. Definitely understanding that, or is, holding on for dear life or something, that kind of stuff. Maybe this is also somebody who's like wanting like a particular level of like just like safety, or is even like, yeah, like either holding on to a grudge, or is like holding on to something out of like I'm like, this is mine, like I don't know, that kind of thing. Okay, so all right, let's see. I'm more so understanding a grudge though, so let's see what's going on. You guys have Castaway Negativity, and then you have it with this Devil card. I'll tell you right now, Virgo, Sagittarius for their challenge got Banish a Curse. Okay, so now you have Castaway Negativity. All right, Castaway Negativity. Okay, and you have it with the devil. Wow, damn. Okay, you have it with the Devil card. So, all right, Virgo. So, okay, this is showing up for your challenge. So, I do think that there is maybe there's somebody that you're kind of like linked to, attached to here, that maybe is like, hey, there's something up with that, or you know, that kind of stuff. Maybe there's somebody who's being kind of two-faced, that type of situation. All right, it certainly could be. And I even wonder if this is like, dude, there is something that like is attached to your energy field that is draining your energy, that kind of stuff, or like you just don't need that around you, whatever it is. And it maybe is a challenge of trying to like, again, kind of like cast that away, remove that stuff. Okay, that kind of stuff. But yeah, I would definitely kind of like, you know, check like your like inner circle of friends, or whoever it is that is, they don't even have to be friends, like people that are like literally like in your energy, that kind of stuff. This could be from a distance. This could be, you know, closer to you, like physically closer, that kind of stuff. So, all right. You have number 18, emotions are energy in motion. Okay. Yeah. And then you have it with the reverse King of Pentacles. I'm telling you, okay, so this is for your opportunity. So maybe your opportunity does have something to do with doing something that maybe, that's what I'm saying. You might be feeling like, dude, I'm the hypocrite here, but it might be because you're doing something that goes against your belief system, that kind of stuff, or something that you typically would do, okay, or even against your like faith or whatever it is, that kind of stuff. But I feel like you are doing it because it's like, well, I can't just have this like friggin' energy in my like around me, like you know, that kind of stuff. Like I have to release it, I have to get this off of me, that kind of stuff. So all right, let's see. All right, Virgo. So all right, let's see what's going on. I'm also getting candid, like a candid photo, I'll tell you something. You have this Castaway Negativity, and then in your opportunity, you have emotions or energy in motion. I'll tell you one thing. If you're trying to cast away negativity, I feel like that is definitely within reach, you know, absolutely. So, all right, let's see what's going on here, Virgo. Magician cards at the bottom. So all right, let's see. Oh my God. Okay, so yeah, so you have Castaway Negativity, and then you have it with the Devil card, and you have it with the Page of Swords here. So yes, I feel like this is somebody gossiping about you, absolutely. Or this could be you guys, Virgo, who are maybe gossiping about somebody else, that kind of situation. Again, if that's the case, I feel like you're well aware that it like went against your belief systems, or that there's something that is, again, a hypocritical type of thing, that kind of stuff. I also wonder if you are in disbelief disbelief about a situation, or feeling like somebody does not believe you, trust you, something like that, okay? That kind of thing. So, all right, you have the Ace of Wands. This is showing up as what you can't control. I feel like this is energy in motion that is showing up that you are not able to control. It's already happened. It's moving, that kind of stuff. I will also say, I feel like you cannot control if there is somebody around you who is maybe getting angry at a certain thing, okay? Or who has a, maybe it's not even angry. Maybe it's just somebody who has a whole lot of energy, that kind of stuff, okay? And maybe that's just something that you're just like, you're not able to control that, okay? That kind of stuff. Okay, so you guys have the Sun card, and this is showing up as what you can control here. So I feel like what you are able to control is maybe who it is that you are letting aware of something, or who it is around, like being aware of the people around you or the energy around you, that kind of stuff, okay? Also, maybe this is something what you can control is leaning on the side of positivity, that kind of stuff, okay? Certainly could be, maybe trying to be more optimistic about a situation, all right? That could be what it is. And I also think what you can control here is, again, just like what it is that you're like revealing to other people or saying to other people, or who it is like that can like literally hear you, like who's in like ear distance of you, or you know, something like that. For your next steps, you guys have the Moon card, so definitely understanding something. I would say this is maybe something that you're maybe to do in private, or something that is maybe you really got to connect to your intuition for whatever this is, all right? That kind of stuff. I also think there is something about being a little bit fearful about something here. Kind of interesting. You have the Sun card and the Moon card, so it's like what you can control is like what's revealed, and your next steps forward is like keeping something private, you know, keeping something private. And I think using your intuition, and I want to say like your discretion with something. All right, so let's see, you have number 18, energy. I'm sorry, emotions are energy in motion, okay? And then, wow, look at this, guys. I didn't even see this. You have 2 snakes here. It's kind of cool. You have 2 snakes. Look at that. I like that. That's cool. All right, so okay, so all right, let's see. So maybe this is something that happened like last year, okay? That could certainly be something here, all right? All right. Okay, so all right, so with number 18, emotions are energy in motion. You have the reverse King of Pentacles, and then you have it with the Temperance card. So yes, I feel like this is your opportunity, is to do something that I do think it's like going against your belief system, or going against something that you would typically do, that kind of stuff. And I feel like this is either doing something, it's like in divine timing, like you might just be like, dude, this is the right time to do this, or there's something here that you are aware, emotions are energy in motion. This Temperance card, this could be like, okay, yes, you're doing something that is like, you know, not the typical, or you're doing something that is like less conventional, less, maybe even like feeling like, God, that's I usually wouldn't do that, or something like that, being out of character in some sense. I feel like your opportunity is to like use some amount of like, that's what I'm saying, like discretion or moderation with something, okay? Staying in the middle of something here, that kind of stuff, okay? Tempering something, that's what I feel like is your opportunity, you know? Absolutely. There maybe is something here that you're even, I feel like I just said evil, that you're even able to like, like morph something here so that something is maybe like more, like something is stronger, or you're feeling more even like protected in some situation, that kind of stuff. But I do understand like moderating something, you know, that kind of stuff. So all right, let's see, maybe even blending elements of something together here, you know, that kind of stuff. Like you have the Sun card, the Moon card, maybe like blending elements of like night and dark, or you know, or night and day, there we go, night and day, or something like that. So all right, let's see, or like circadian rhythms, like you got snakes all over the damn place. You know, I don't know. Do they even follow circadian rhythms? I don't know. I'm not sure. All right. So let's see. You guys have the King of Cups. I'm like really curious about that now. It's okay. I'll figure it out later. I don't think they do. I don't know. I guess it does matter, but okay. So sorry, King of Cups, this is showing up as your skills here. So, okay, I feel like you are skilled in understanding energy. And I think that there's something here that you are either, I think you understand, there's a certain level of like, I want to say like emotional comprehension, or a certain level of like not having things piss you off, or not having things kind of, alter your energy, your mood, whatever the heck it is. I feel like that is in your skills, which is friggin' awesome, because I do think that there is like gossip, or you know, some chit chat about maybe something that you're tied to, or something that maybe you would rather like not have you know, broadcast all over the place, that kind of stuff. So, all right, you have the 10 of Swords, and this is showing up for the possible help. I think that this is maybe somebody who has maybe been betrayed and is maybe wanting to like move forward on something as opposed to like revisiting the same thing over and over again. This might be like, hey, the help is somebody else might be kind of over some situation and being like, let's just like squash it. Let's be done with it and move forward. That kind of stuff. Okay. That's what I'm feeling there. Okay. I also kind of want to say, I wonder if you have the help in somebody who maybe is, I want to say has like a high pain tolerance, or like is, has like thick skin in some area, or is able to kind of like go through something that is maybe like painful or like a betrayal of some sort without really like reacting. Okay. Again, King of Cups here is like, that to me is a very like emotionally neutral energy in the way of not projecting their emotions on you, that kind of stuff, but more so is like a very like even keeled sounding board for somebody, you know, or some situation. So, all right, let's see. You have the Queen of Swords, and this is showing up for the next steps forward. So I feel like this is really being like very direct. And I also think this is like, yeah, either being very direct with a particular person, or this is like analyzing something, like really figuring something out, knowing exactly what something is, what that kind of stuff, maybe before making moves. All right, that kind of thing. But I also think this is like, you need to be sure about something. You're like, it's like, you know, you need to be absolutely like crystal clear about something here, that kind of stuff. All right, that's what I'm feeling. Maybe even like an uncomfortable conversation. All right, that might even be something as well. So, all right, let's see what's going on here. All right, we're going to clarify your challenge and opportunity. This is going to be a really short reading. Sorry, Virgo. I don't know why that happens. Sometimes the readings get so long, and then other times it's like, I don't know. I guess if the reading's like really specific or direct, I don't know. This one just seems like it's a short one. Sorry. All right. I guess that just means your message is like clear. That's actually a good thing. So, all right, let's see. I mean, that definitely is a good thing, especially since your next steps forward for like your opportunity is the Queen of Swords. Like she's pretty clear on her mission. You know, there's definitely a level of like extreme clarity there. Or at least understanding, comprehension. All right. Virgo, what's at the bottom? The Queen of Pentacles. Okay, so let's see. Queen of Pentacles. All right. Okay, so you guys have the Ace of Wands, and you have it with the Seven of Wands. This is showing up for your challenge where you have this like castaway negativity. This is for what you're not able to control. So I'm telling you, this is somebody who is like ready to defend something at the drop of a dime here, that kind of stuff. Okay. I also understand somebody who is extremely defensive, whether this is defensive about somebody else, or there's just a level of like, dude, I have my boundaries up, that kind of stuff. Like, do not come friggin' closer, or I'm defending this thing no matter what. Like, this to me feels like going from 0 to 60, like real quick, that kind of stuff. I feel like this is an energy that you are not able to control, that kind of stuff. Again, with this castaway negativity, like there maybe there's just somebody that is like, maybe you need to put boundaries up with a particular person. This maybe is somebody who's like, I'm so excited, I'm going to cross your boundaries, or I'm so angry, or whatever the heck it is, or I'm just like going off of pure adrenaline here, and therefore maybe they're acting like extremely defensive, or extremely like this is mine and stay away from it, or I don't want to share this, or that kind of stuff. I mean, Four of Pentacles in your environment, that certainly could be part of whatever it is. All right, it just feels like this is someone who's ready for a fight. That's what it feels like. So, all right, the Sun card, you guys have the Six of Cups here, and this is showing up as what you can control. Friggin' amazing. Okay, that's happiness. That's being really leaning on the side of optimism here, that kind of stuff. And here's the thing: if somebody around you is not wanting to share something with you, it's interesting because it feels like what you can control is like, well, then I will share it. Like, I'll share what I have, or that kind of stuff. Okay, that's almost what it feels like. You know what this feels like? Like Robin Hood. It's like they steal from the rich and give to the poor. That's like almost like what I'm understanding. I'm not saying go out and like steal from a rich person, or don't steal anything. I'm just saying like that's that's like the example that it made me think of. All right, so yes, I do think that there's something here about maybe having like a conversation with somebody, or sharing a particular emotion or something like that. Okay, that kind of stuff. I feel like that is something that you can control. All right, something in that way. Okay, there is something about like innocence level, or like something something to do with like maybe something from childhood or something that happened a while ago, that kind of stuff, or a certain level of like maybe like recognizing somebody after not recognizing them, or being like, where can I place you? Like, why do I know you? That kind of stuff. And then being like, now I know who you are, you know, that kind of stuff. All right. So you have, that could maybe be it. Maybe there's somebody who's like reintroducing themselves to you because they're like, I know that you forgot my name, or like something, I don't know, something like that. So, all right. Okay, you have the moon card, and then you have it with the strength card here. So that's what I'm saying. It's like you have the moon card and then the strength card. So it's like, you know, you have Leo here. You have Leo with the sun card. You know, it's interesting. It's like fire and water, fire and water. So, all right, let's see. This is showing up for your next steps forward. So I feel like this is really, really getting yourself like ready to go into something that, again, there's either a miscommunication or a misunderstanding, or this is going into something that like you're feeling kind of like nervous, or feeling like this thing has been revealed about me and I did not want it to, that kind of stuff. I feel like it's like, you know what, push forward on that, keep going, that kind of stuff. Okay, being courageous. Maybe even, again, I do think there's an energy of like moderating, kind of like holding back, like maybe if it's like some confusion or something that you're like, God, that's the thing that's like my button, that's the thing that makes me want to like react in a certain way. I think there's something here where it's like maybe knowing that or revealing that, kind of like figuring out what like your buttons are, that kind of stuff, in order to be able to like kind of again, like hold back when you need to be like, oh nope, I know I'm going to be triggered by this thing, whatever it is, like I already know that, and I'm going to keep my inner cool on this, you know, that kind of stuff. So all right, with this you have 18, and emotions are energy in motion, and then you have the King of Cups with the Seven of Cups, and this is showing up for your skills. So yes, I feel like within like, I feel like if there's like turbulence everywhere, or there's just like friggin' like chaos or like rough seas, whatever you want to call it, I feel like you have the skills of maintaining extremely like calm, cool, and collected in that, to the point where you're able to like make a decision when maybe everybody else is flustered, or making a solid choice on something when everyone else is flustered, or you have the ability to cut through some emotional situation because you are so emotionally intelligent and so like empathic, that kind of stuff. And I also feel like you've you know, I got to tell you, this energy comes from going through crap. It comes from going through things that are like not easy to deal with, that kind of stuff. It like builds characters, strengthens you, that kind of stuff. And definitely like, you know, you come out with like a level of like really understanding your own emotions and everybody else's, and caring about that. Well, hopefully, I don't know. Actually, I gotta tell you, I don't know if that's inborn or not. I don't know, but what I can say is I feel like your skills are in making a decision when maybe everything else is like just chaos, that kind of stuff. Okay, I feel like that's what it is. It's like making a solid decision. That's what it is, that kind of stuff. I also feel like you're able to spot when maybe somebody is being emotionally manipulative towards you. Okay, that kind of thing. I feel like you're able to see right through that. All right, excellent. So you have the Ten of Swords with the Five of Cups here, and this is showing up as possible help. I think that this is maybe somebody who has been through maybe the similar like grief cycle that maybe you have gone through as well. And I also think that this is somebody who is wanting to like make up for lost time, or is somebody who is wanting to like heal the past in a certain type of way in order to move forward. You know what I'm saying? That kind of stuff. I also think this is maybe somebody is helping you move through a particular loss, betrayal, painful ending, that kind of stuff. All right, that's what I'm feeling. Okay, so you have the Queen of Swords, and then you have it with the Five of Wands, and this is showing up as your next step. So that's what I'm saying. There's something about like really like using your voice, or really like going into some situation and speaking incredibly honestly, that kind of stuff. And I want to say it's almost like, you know what this almost makes me feel like a referee of some sort, or like being able to like kind of oversee something that has like a lot of movement, maybe a lot of chaos, that kind of stuff, and still be able to see exactly what it is that you're seeing, or understanding something, you know, that kind of situation. All right, I feel like there is something about putting order in chaos. All right, that kind of stuff, that is like your next steps forward. But it's like, I don't, you know, it's like whether this is like having like a discussion that, again, you might be feeling like this is kind of awkward, but it's a necessary one. Like we have to kind of like talk this through, or I have to kind of like observe this thing to see, to dismantle, not dismantle, to like untangle something, maybe dismantle. I'm not sure. That sounded interesting, but like, you know what I'm saying? Something like that. Okay. I also think you have something here to analyze the results of something that was maybe, competitive or something that is like an experiment, or you're just trying it out, that kind of stuff. I feel like you are like, the next steps is like analyzing those results, you know, that kind of stuff, maybe to figure out what the next move is, because I think you're aware emotions are energy in motion. It's like keeping emotions calm, cool, collected. That's going to translate to like energy in motion, like calm, cool, collected energy, you know, that kind of stuff. So all right, that's what I have for you guys. Sorry, this was really short. Sorry, Virgo. Okay, so that's what I have for you guys. I hope that this reading was helpful and made sense, all that kind of stuff. If not, you could check your other placements. Otherwise, I will see you guys back for your next one. Thank you. Bye.